first personal development investment was a $150 session. And last week, I've just invested $20,000 in myself, in my life, in my business. And today I want to talk about what it means to create your next level of life and business and what it actually requires, and to really support you and speed up that process. So if we haven't met before, I'm Amanda Crafter. I've been holding transformational spaces for 10 years. I'm a writer, speaker, and embodiment teacher. And I'm so excited to be back here on YouTube with you. So if you love this video, if you want more videos, please subscribe. If you want to check out my work on the socials, you can find me at Amanda_Crafter, Crafter. I would love to connect with you there. But let's jump into today's conversation, something I feel really called to share with you. It comes off the back of this big, bold leap that I've just taken. I really want to break down what the two sides are, the two aspects are when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to creating your dream life, dream business, whatever it may be. You can feel that there's this next level that you're on the cusp of. And often when we're on the cusp of that, there can be quite a lot of frustration. It can be exhaustion, because this skin, this way that we've been living is getting old. It's getting ready to be shed. And what we can find when we're on the cusp of really stepping forward and making, a quantum leap forward in what we're creating is there can be that push-pull, that in and out, that, that struggle, that grapple with actually fully committing. So let's talk about the two ways that you can really speed this up, bring more joy and more ease and more flow to this process, and have your manifestations come a lot quicker. So the first aspect to this is being. So that woman who lives the life that you are desiring, whatever those manifestations are that you're desiring to see in your 3D reality. So whether it's like more money, more love, more freedom, maybe you're calling in a new partner, maybe you're calling in a deeper experience with your partner, maybe you're expanding your family, whatever it may be, that's like that desire on your heart. It's about getting really clear about how you would be feeling if that was here now. So take yourself to that in this moment, like if that's done, if it's not like, possibility that might happen, might not, if it's a done deal and you're living as that woman or man, what is that feeling in your body? Because underneath any of our desires that we want to experience in the 3D is a feeling that we're really wanting to have, that we're really wanting to experience. And it's about giving ourselves permission to desire that, whatever it is, not judging what that desire is. But if you can really tap into what are those actual feelings, like, is it that you're wanting to feel more freedom? If you're wanting more money because you want to have more freedom in your life, if you're wanting more money because you're wanting to feel more rich and relaxed and taken care of, or you're wanting to call in a partner or deepen with your partner because you're wanting to experience more of that love that just bursts your heart open and has you walking around like all soft and gooey all the time. Like getting clear on what that manifestation is, like what you're really wanting and desiring and what those feelings are. There should be, 1, 2, 3 really core feelings, if you can write them down, like what those feelings are, and then really bringing that into your body now, living as that now, because that's how we create the internal environment. And then we're actually working with science at that point, because when our internal environment matches those feelings that we're desiring, the outside world has to respond. So once, those shifts happen internally, and it's from head to toe, a full body transformation of your living, breathing. And what I'm really speaking about here is the beingness of that woman. So not necessarily about what you do, but right now I'm talking about the being, living, breathing. And this is about like who you are in the moments when no one's watching. How connected you are to that woman that you're becoming and those feelings that you're desiring, and how rooted you are in the knowing that you don't have to have anything in the 3D to be able to access those feelings. You literally, and this is the most fun about manifestation to me, when we take our power back, because we've been very conditioned that we need to wait for something outside of ourselves to happen to feel a certain way. So this is the most exciting thing to me about creation, is the fact that the power is actually in our hands, and we get to decide how we get to feel before anything changes externally. And then the coolest part here is the fact that when we change that internally, the external happens to match it as well and mirror that back for us. So it gets to be such a fun and joyful experience. The biggest struggle with manifestation, I'm going to come into this now with the doing. This is the second aspect of creating the next level of your life and business. The only thing that slows down our manifestations is our hesitation to move as that woman now. So when it comes to the doing, when we're manifesting, what life will present us with is opportunities to embody that woman that we see ourselves as becoming. So what most people do is when these sort of, it's like a crossroads, when these sorts of challenges or crossroads or decisions to be made, or, things to do, things to upgrade, things to up-level, changes to make in our everyday reality, what most people do is they go, whoa, this is not my manifestation. Like, I didn't ask for this challenge, and they just go back to what they were comfortable with. But what this challenge is it's a test. It's to see, are you really going to act and put, the proof in the pudding of who you're becoming? Because once you show the universe that, yes, I am that woman, and you make, this is the key here, you make decisions based on the woman that you're becoming, not the one that you have been in the past or the one that you are right now in this moment. You actually make decisions from the future as if that is not just like a possibility, but that's like 100% where you're going and who you are. Okay, so let's bring this down into the tangible right now. I had this opportunity come on my radar, which had me all sparked up inside, which was a year-long container with a mentor who is the embodiment of this future dream reality that I'm creating in my life and my business. I sat with this decision for about a week because $20,000, it's a bigger investment than I've ever made in myself, and I was extremely uncomfortable with everything that brought up, really sitting in the discomfort, because who I am now and who I've been in the past is scared of making some sort of investment of that nature. And yet the woman who I'm becoming in the future is not scared at all. She knows that, 100%, this is the next move, okay? So once I made that decision and I created, that's the doing, right? So in the weeks and months prior, there's been a lot of being, in terms of being the woman who I'm creating, the life that I'm creating. But then the decision point came in is to like the doing, the actual action. So this is the masculine side, right, to creation. And what happens is when we bring the feminine, who we're being, and then the masculine with the actual decisions that we're making that are from the aspect of the woman we're becoming, that is when we truly birth a new reality. That is when we truly, if you think about giving birth, that masculine and feminine union, creating new life, that's what happens. It's the same with our creation. So when we powerfully bring the feminine beingness alongside the masculine doing, making the decisions from who you're becoming, really changing your actions, in the 3D and aligning everything with that new woman, even if it seems, it probably will seem quite delusional, like quite, crazy to an outsider looking in, but to your soul, it makes complete sense. And if you're really going for something big, it should feel extremely uncomfortable because you're actually letting go of that skin. You're letting go of a past version of yourself to be able to align with the future. Okay, so I hope this has been really helpful for you. Please take away that when it comes to your creations and manifestations, it's just as much about the being and the doing, bringing these two aspects together. And if you take the one thing from this video, please, please, please remember that it's all about focusing more on the woman that you're becoming than who you've been in the past. So it's really aligning yourself to that new vibration and making decisions from that, not the evidence that you have in the past, not who you've been in the past, but aligning everything with this delusional faith that woman and that vision you have for your life in the future is yours. It's yours. It's yours to claim. And the speed and the ease of which it comes is only hinging on your ability to sit in that discomfort of like, oh, it'd be more comfortable for me to make this move that's a little bit smaller, and actually choosing what your soul is calling you to do is what creates, the quantum shift. It's just like, boom, it's here, it's done. Okay, we turn the possibility of that happening into inevitability. Inevitability is a done deal. It's a sure thing. Okay, so let me know in the comments your biggest takeaway from this. Please subscribe, and I will see you next time for another epic transmission.